Hello and welcome. 4 red flags to pay attention to before you find yourself stuck in an abusive or toxic relationship like I did. And at the end of this video, I'll tell you something really awesome you may learn about yourself. So let's get into it. Flag number 1. They are opinionated. Their opinion trumps everyone's. Their food is better. What they watch on TV is better. Their activities are better. Everything they do and say is better, better, better than yours. I remember specifically, I would come home from work, didn't feel like getting back in the car and driving to a park to go exercise, so I would enjoy our lovely neighborhood. I would tell him, hey, that was such a nice walk. Well, where'd you go? I just went for a walk in the neighborhood. The neighborhood, park's better. Park has more scenery. Park is more quiet. Well, I like the neighborhood. I like saying hello to my neighbors. I enjoy the beautiful homes. I like seeing the different dogs I'm familiar with out. Park is better. Park is better. And this went on and on. Even the next day, they thought he was joking, but he would say, park is better. Really? Can we just let me have my opinion? Or sports. Hated professional sports. And because he hated professional sports, he thought they were beneath him for whatever reason, and made everybody else feel bad for liking professional sports. So, red flag number 1, they are very, very opinionated. Red flag number 2, disrespectful to others. There is no respect for the servers at a restaurant, no respect for the cashier at a store, no patience while waiting in line, no patience or respect for people in a parking space that may be having a rough time backing out, not accepting an apology. There was a time it was so embarrassing. This person had had a rough time, couldn't make an appointment, and the person was trying to apologize to my ex, and he was giving that person the silent treatment. And this person kept saying, I'm really sorry. Tunnel vision, not accepting an apology, just silent treatment, just very disrespectful. That is very, very demoralizing to the receiver. And you don't need it. I didn't need it in a relationship. So that's a major red flag to look out for. Number 2. Number 3. Tying into number 2. They justify their bad behavior. Well, if they had only managed their time better, they wouldn't have missed their appointment. Well, if the cook had done their job, my dinner wouldn't have been ruined. Just justifying their bad behavior. Well, I wouldn't have yelled at that driver on the road if they had been driving the way I think that they should have been driving. That's something to keep an eye out for. They're not taking responsibility. They're not digging deep and examining their own selves or thinking about others. It's very inconsiderate. And then it can trickle down into you and your relationship with that person. It's not good. It's not good at all. So that is something to look out for. And red flag number 4. Tying into red flag 3, number 4, justifying their bad behavior. They always have a reason. It's like blame shifting. They're blaming others for their own bad behavior and not taking responsibility. Well, I'm sorry I yelled and threw a ladder across the garage, but you should have asked me to fold the ladder back. Things like that. I'm sorry I walked out of the house because you didn't slice the bread the right way, but you need to learn how to slice bread the right way, and then I won't have to leave the house. There's a certain way you're supposed to slice bread. I mean, things like that are absolutely ridiculous. They have to know that this behavior is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. If-then tactics are very, very detrimental to adult relationships. I mean, this is something I use with my kindergartners or people that need a different type of learning. If you do this, then we get that. If you can accomplish this, then we can do this. But not for an adults in a relationship. It's really, really demoralizing and completely disrespectful and something that you don't need in your life. So being opinionated, justifying bad behavior, being disrespectful to others, and using if-then tactics, one or all of those red flags should send you running. Don't get stuck like I did. I lived under that for years and years, and all it did was made me smaller and smaller and smaller until I felt like I faded into the background. You don't want to live that way. But if you're already in it, or you're just getting out of it, the really awesome thing is once you realize these things for what they are, you will feel so empowered. You will feel so full of wisdom and strength that you will be able to recognize these in people without being overly suspicious. It takes time because you might think, oh, I'm just being so suspicious and so mistrusting. No, don't fall back into those patterns. Have enough respect for yourself in what you think and what you believe to trust your gut and follow peace. You are setting boundaries for yourself. You are setting boundaries for your own peace of mind, your own well-being. And you no longer have to make allowances for people's bad, controlling, disrespectful behavior. When you can recognize these 4 flags, you will be so much better off. You will be so much more empowered, and you will be so much more at peace. I hope this helps. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.